We will start with analyzing the African markets, later to the commodities market, a well-structured market for agricultural commodities and extractives. First, let's start with the commodities market for you. The figures today with what we have: gold for today, it's a 2,929, that's dollars per ounce. That's what we have, and there is a positive of $38.90, and up 1.35% for this Monday, 10th February 2025. Maize is at $485.75 per ton. And there's a negative of 1.73%, down 0.36% this Monday afternoon. Cocoa, which very strategic, Nigeria has a key role to play here because we are also an exporter of cocoa, and it's about $9,922, and it's negative of $121 down, and it's 1.13% down. That's a percentage drop that we've seen in that particular commodity. And cotton, finally cotton today, it's $66.79, that's per ton, and that's a positive of 1.16%, and it's up 1.60%. And that's how we'll start the show for you today. And moving straight to the markets, and we start from Kenya. The Kenyan stock market, of course, with research, has experienced significant growth in 2025 for the first month. Investors' wealth at the NSE surpassed the Kenyan shilling, that's 2 trillion Kenyan shillings by January 2025. Kenyan Power and Lightning Company led the market top performers, showing an impressive growth of over 360% over 1 year. Despite the overall market surge, several companies experienced negative year-on-year stock performance, with the nation's media group leading the decline at -32.5%. Now, looking at the all-share index here, it's 129.58, and the market is basis points is down for 0.42%. That's the figure we have for you today, and down is 0.33%. That's the performance of the market in Kenya for today, and we've stated some fundamentals responsible for this performance. Next is the South African market, a very big market, and the rand and bonds weakened on Monday after U.S. President Donald Trump announced fresh tariff plans, adding to worries over a global trade war. Earlier today, the rand traded at 18.4 against the U.S. dollar, about 0.2% weaker than its previous close. Analysts said South Africa may face further risk after Trump signed an executive order cutting U.S. financial assistance to the country on Friday, citing disapproval of its land policy and of its genocide case at the International Court of Justice against Washington ally Israel. The exchange, which provides a gateway for raising capital and accessing investment opportunities, in South Africa, has shown its performance. And we see that this is 87,305.56 in the all-share index that we have here, and it's positive 28.07%, and it's up 0.03%. Next is the Botswana market. Botswana Exchange is the third largest stock exchange in the Southern African in terms of market capitalization. It's 10,075.28%, but the market today is flat. That's what we see at the end of the last weekend of trading. We move next to Ghana stock market, which will be our final market that will wrap up across the African continent for today. And that takes us to Ghana, where we have the 5,426, that's 0.65 for the all-share index. And it's also on the positive of 12.47%. The corresponding to the market value as the market has traded. Compared with the previous GSE trading today, And that's what we've seen in recent times. A lot of flip-flop in the market across the African continent, and we've seen that it's about 65% decline. Basically, that's generally doing an overview, and that's a decline in turnover. That's for the Ghanaian market. The current market capitalization of Ghana Stock Exchange is about 118 GHS. Now to the global space now, where will be global shares wavered and the dollar edged higher today after U.S. President Donald Trump warned more tariffs were imminent on steel and aluminium. Now, MSCI's broadest index of Asian Pacific shares outside of Japan lost 0.09%, while Japan's Nikkei inched up 0.08%. South Korea's main index reversed earlier losses to gain 0.16%, though steel makers logged losses. China's blue chip rose 0.3% with worries about deflation, suited by data showing consumer inflation accelerated in 5 months to January. Now, Eurostock 50 futures added 0.3%, and FTSE futures now gained 0.14%, while DAX futures rose 0.14%. Wall Street futures started lower, but soon rallied as investors looked ahead to another busy week of earnings. S&P 500 futures fell 0.26%, while Nasdaq futures added 0.5%. Crude oil prices ticked higher today, even as investors weighed U.S. President Donald Trump's latest tariff threats on steel and aluminum imports, which could dampen global economic growth and energy demand. Now, U.S. West Texas intermediate crude rose to sell for $71.37 per barrel, with an upsurge of 0.52%. Brent crude futures experienced an upward price margin of 0.54%. to sell at $75.06 per barrel. Bonnie Light sells for $78.62 with a decline of 2.84%. And for the OPEC basket, crude oil dealers today offer $76.45 per barrel with a downward price review of 0.93%.